Welcome to Madrid! Mga bestie ko, para siyang painting. As a feeling type A, biggest Zara in the whole wide world. Oh my God! Mag-share pa kami ni Tia ng ganito pa. Look at this view. It has 3,200 rooms. Makakapunta rin kayo here. Okay, so touchdown Madrid. Bestie girls, welcome to my episode number 2 on my Europe series. Yung mga Europe series na may episode number 2 na medyo sinusocial anxiety ako at tinitignan ako ng mga person. Ano ba yan? But anyway, if you haven't watched my first episode yet, please do kasi dito po natin tinakel ang ating journey from the Philippines to Madrid, which we're currently at right now. A, currently at. B, currently in. C, currently over. Dito natin tinakel yung ating journey, how to go through immigration sa Pilipinas, how to spend your layover in Dubai, ano yung mga tips, and alam mo yun, basically paano ko na-survive ng buhay ang pagta-travel from Manila or Siargao to Madrid ng buhay nga. Andyan po yan sa vlog ko, sa previous vlog ko, so just click it here. Then for this vlog mga bestie ko, dito naman itatry ko pong itakel ang aking airport journey here in Madrid, going to the town. We'll share with you kung ano yung hotel ko. Actually, the best areas to stay here in Madrid as a Filipino traveler. And yung mga basic tips and guides as your first day here in Madrid 101. Ayan, nakako-conscious na naman ako kasi may mga tumitingin. Help! Ang hirap mag-isa. So let's start with our arrival here in Madrid Airport. We arrive around 7:30 PM pero meron pang araw in fairness. And ayan, nakakala. So first thing you need to take note mga bestie ko when you're gonna be heading to the arrivals area is always read the signs. Pinaka first step na pupuntahan nyo is the immigration. So always check for signs going to the immigration. Sobrang dami naman talaga ding signs everywhere. May Espanyol and may English. Check nyo na lang yung mga signs na yan. Follow the signs. Presence of mind, as I always say. And follow the crowd actually. When you hit immigration, presence of mind, dalawa po yung pila. Isa sa mga Schengen country na citizen and isa sa mga foreigners tulad natin. So, of course, dun ka pumila sa foreigner na line. Then, bawal na mag-video during this time. So, hindi na ako nakapag-film. But, it took me around mga 15 minutes to line up. Then, when I hit the immigration officer, ate ko yung kaba ko, dug-dug-dug talaga. Kasi mali mo, questionin ako. Or, I don't know. Because, again, I'm a solo traveler. First time in Spain, diba? So, who knows? But, apparently, wala po siyang tinanong at all. In fairness, si kuya mukhang Prince Charming. But, yung kaba ko talaga nung time na yun, kahit mukha siyang Prince Charming, talaga brrrr, ganun. But wala siyang tinanong mga bestie ko, tinatakan niya lang, wala pang 1 minute, binuksan lang yung aking passport, chinek yung Schengen visa, then boom, done. So from the immigration, ang next naman na hahanapin nyo is yung baggage counter or baggage belt or baggage, basta ganun. May makikita na kagad kayo na sign outside immigration. So sundan nyo lang yan. Sundan nyo lang, lakad lang kayo hanggang sa makarating kayo sa parang train. So tulad ng Hong Kong, sa mga nakapunta ng Hong Kong dyan, diba, nag-train kayo papunta dun sa may baggage area. Ganun din dito sa Madrid. Nag-train kami for around mga 3 minutes lang naman going to the baggage area. Then, when you hit the baggage area, you're gonna get overwhelmed kasi sobrang laki ng area. Ang una nyong gawin is find the monitor. Yung monitor na nagsasabi kung nasaan belt yung luggage mo naka-stay. So, in that monitor, just find your flight number. Then, it will indicate kung saang belt number. So, for us, it's number 6. So, hanapin nyo lang. Yung mga baggage belts naman, may napakalaking label ng number, diba? So, yun lang. Hanapin nyo lang. Then, ayan na. Nakuha ko na po ang baggage ko. And now, I am here. Next goal is to go through arrivals. Labas tayo sa arrivals. Withdraw tayo. Check tayo ng options how to go to the town. By the way, mga bestie ko, share ko na lang din. Ngayon pa lang, meron na po akong internet. Yes po. Kasi, nasa Manila pa lang ako, nag-rent na po ako ng wifi from SMB. Yes po, ito po yung aking travel agency na binukan ko for this trip. I'll explain SMB travel later, but as I was saying, meron na po akong wifi para at least paglapag ko dito sa Madrid, connected ka na, just in case connected ka na, it's really nice to be connected. Ayan siya. Alright, so if you guys are also planning to go to Europe or any other destination, I believe marami pa naman silang mga Wi-Fi options. So anyway, ang dami kong chika. Let's go na, tara na. At ako'y gutom na at napupupsigaw. Yan ang itsura ng arrivals area, mga bestie ko. Sobrang daming tao, nakikita nyo ba? Ang daming mga natutuwang nagsusundo ng mga pamilya at kaibigan. First agenda is mag-withdraw sana. So I found 2 Cajero, which is the ATM. And unfortunately, CaixaBank and Euronet lang. So, bigyan ko lang kayo ng quick tips sa aking na-research. So, there are 3 options for you to be able to get money in euro. First is, of course, have your physical money be exchanged on an exchange counter. Ganun. But for me, dito sa mga rates na yan, especially if you're gonna do it in the airport, lugi ka. Sobrang lugi ka. As in, mababa yung rate nila. But if you're gonna do it in town or somewhere more, I don't know, strategic, yun ang hindi ko alam kasi I haven't really experienced that. But based on my research, generally, mas mababa yung rate pagka sa exchange counters. Second is withdraw. So, itong withdraw, you have different platforms to withdraw. Platforms, maraming mga banks dito sa Europe. And according to my research, here in Madrid, ang pinakamaganda or common na bank provider is Banco Santander and Banco Sabadell. Maliit lang daw yung fee, withdrawal fees here, and safe yung exchange rate. Yun lang here in the airport. Wala ako nakikintang Banco Santander, and Sabadell. I'm so sorry mga bestie ko kung ngayon pa lang tsaka na yung pagpo-pronounce ko ng mga Spanish words kasi ate ko, this is my first time. Bear with me. Siguro for me, try to avoid Euronet or yung mga third-party ATM machines like Travelex, Yourcash kasi talagang malaki ang withdrawal fee dito. Try nyong umiwas sa ganun. Eh, kanina may nakita kong Euronet. No na lang ate ko. Then third is actually credit card. So, dito sa Europe mga bestie ko, widely accepted yung credit card. Kahit yung mga taxis or yung mga small businesses, they accept cards already. So, for me, personally, balitaan ko na lang kayo sa dulo ng vlog na to kung effective. Magwi-withdraw lang ako ng small amount for, you know, yung mga talagang small or food streets, yung mga nasa, as in yung mga minimal gastos lang. Kasi bala ko talagang i-swipe ang card ko para may points. And right now, if you guys are curious kung anong bank ang gamit ko, it's BPI. It has one of the lowest forex. And yeah, BPI signature, Visa signature has the lowest forex. Another tip. So, gagamit ka nga ng card. Isa-swipe mo mga bestie ko. There's always choices na kung i-charge sa'yo is in Philippine peso na or in euro. Always choose in euro kasi lugi ka pag in Philippine peso kasi yung mismong bank provider nila plus other fees, yun yung gagamitin nilang conversion rate. But if in euro, yung mismong bank natin, sila yung magko-convert. So, for example, yun nga, BPI has low forex rate. Yun yung gagamitin nilang rate too. You know what I'm saying? Let's now go to the town. Ang maganda dito mga bestie ko, it's a first world country, so hindi ganun ka-hassle pumunta ng town. There are actually a lot of options. I will discuss that later, but if you could see, ayan no, may direct access na from the airport itself going to the transportation, yung mga commute transportation here in Madrid. But ngayon, ako as a Disney princess, mag-u-Uber lang ako, mami, kasi parang anong oras na? It's already 9:30 p.m. and wala pa akong tulog sa Pilipinas. Parang anong oras na dyan? Plus 6 hours. 3:30 a.m. So, alam mo yun, jet lag pa is real. Hindi ko na kayang mag-commute. Feel ko, pag mag-commute ako ngayon, mawawalan na ako ng espiritu at ng wallet. Just. So, anyway, let's go. Let's Uber ourselves. So, andito na ako ngayon sa pick-up point ng Uber. Take note, as I mentioned, meron pong designated pick-up area ang Uber. Hindi po yung paglabas nyo ng arrivals area, may nakita na kayong gate. Yun na yun. Hindi po, okay? Again, presence of mind. Check the signs. Meron pong signs going there. So, you could just walk, follow the signs, walk lang ng walk, going to the pick-up sign. And nakakalito kasi merong elevator. Akala nyo, or akala ko at least, mag-e-elev kayo papunta dun sa may pick-up point. Pero hindi pala. You just have to go through the elev. Alright? I just booked an Uber. Ayan siya. It's 28 euro going to Generator Madrid. As you can see, para hindi rin kayo malito, may mga lines. May line A, B, C, D. And for me, it's line D, section 1. May mga signs din around mga bestie ko for you to be able to know kung saang part kayo ipipick up ni Uber. Oh, presence of mind talaga, ha? Kala mo naman. So, ayan si Kuya. In fairness, medyo malamig na ngayon. Para kang nasa aircon na 16 degree. So anyway, hanapin na natin si Kuya. Hindi ko alam kung nasaan na siya. Baka pala malito kayo mga bestie ko. Hindi mo na ako nag-withdraw. So wala talaga akong pera in my bag right now. Kasi I will choose to just withdraw in the city. Kasi again, I will find yung pinaka-recommended na bank for withdrawal. Ayoko kasing malugi. Alam mo naman, every piso count, every euro count. So, sa city na lang. And tamang-tama, si Uber naman kasi tumatanggap ng credit card. If I'm not mistaken, if you wanna take the train and the bus, they also accept credit card. But kung maigi, kung gusto nyo talaga maging safe, magdala na lang kayo ng extra cash, diba? But for me, I'm a risky type of girl. Hindi po ako mag-withdraw. Matigas ang ulo ko. Doon talaga ako sa pinaka-recommended na bank. And take note din pala, hindi ko pala nasabi. If you will use your credit card, mga bestie ko, make sure you also tell your bank na, ate, ma'am, mag-iibang bansa ako, ha? Kung nakita nilang ginagamit mo lagi yung card mo, baka i-block nila yan kasi nga unusual transaction, diba? So, better inform your bank in advance para alam nila and hindi silang magduda. Kasi ang pinakamahirap at pinaka-worst na pwede mangyari is ma-block ang cards mo while you're here in Europe. Sa kakukuha ng pera, diba? Fresh ko naman. Look! Ay, oh my gosh! So, Caixa Bank, ay naku, calls. Caixa Bank is actually also good. So, take note mga bestie, pwede ka rin pala mag-withdraw dun sa Caixa. Huwag yung euro na ta. Na beses ko sinabi. Caixa Bank. And it has lower surcharge fees. Ako, paninindigan ko na lang. Pupunta na talaga ako dun sa Banco Santander and Banco Sabadell. Hola! Ang ginaw, mami. So, we're here na. Na-drop na po tayo ng ating Grab or Uber. And we're already walking towards our hotel. Generator Madrid. Ay, ito pala! Say hi! Ito po yung kasama ko. Si Tia na from Madrid. Itong si Tia, Madrid person to. Ayan, sa Madrid siya for 1 year. Dito siya nag-work. So, alam niya na tong place na to.
Sakto lang.
Hindi ba? Sakto. Alam niya, ish. Hindi ba? Nag-ayos mo na siya bago mag-room tour. So, ayan ang aming room. Private room siya. In fairness, malaki-laki naman. Baggage area over here. 2 single bed. Malambot siya. Perfect. Tapos, merong sabitan ng mga clothes over here. So, ito naman ang aming bathroom. Malaki-laki din! Ang Generator Madrid, mga bestie ko, it's actually a hostel. Pero, syempre, as a tita, ang binook namin yung private suite. I'm not sure kung meron to sa Klook, but we could just put it here if ever meron. And again, with my code, sayang din ang matitipid nyo. Sobrang pagod na ako. Wala nang gumagana sa brain cells ko. Tumae. Umata tayo pala ako. Bukas na lang ako magdi-discuss kasi talagang pagod na ako. Anyway, good night! See you tomorrow! Minsan pag nag-eyelashes ako, mukha akong bakla. Hirap naman magpamaganda. Bakit ganyan yung kulay? What the heck? Anyway, mga bestie ko, good morning! Ano ba ang good morning sa Spanish? Tama ba? Buen dia? Good morning, mga bestie ko. Official day 1 here in Madrid! Madrid City is actually the capital of Spain. History-wise, si Philip III, siya yung gumawa ng Madrid as the city of Spain, mid-16th century pa. Kung makikita niyo yung Madrid, it's actually a mix of old and new, mga bestie ko. Old because talagang pinipreserve nila yung mga old structures, churches, palaces, public buildings, and at the same time, new kasi of course, development of the world. Hindi ko alam kung may sense tong mga sinasabi ko, but I just really wanna show you, mga bestie ko, the beauty of Madrid right now. Para alam niyo naman yung i-expect nyo on the next minutes of this vlog. Diba? So excited to go around this city. Sa mga nagwo-wonder kung paano ako nagka-Schengen visa, I actually discussed this on the previous vlog. So i-check nyo na lang. Before anything else, let me just discuss with you the basics here in Madrid. I know nag-discuss na ako some items yesterday, pero as a pagod and nagjo-jet lag, hindi ko na po natuloy lahat. So let me continue it today. So na-discuss natin yesterday, mga bestie ko, well, teacher, how how to go through arrivals process in Madrid Airport. Ang Madrid Airport is actually called Madrid Barajas Airport or Barajas. And it is located 12 kilometers from the city center. Ang city center nila na basis is actually Puerto del Sol. We will go there later. It is basically yung talagang middle point ng buong city. It has 4 terminals, most international flights sa Terminal 1 or Terminal 4. In the airport, I also discussed with you kung saan magma-money exchange, and ang nga sinabi ko, ATM is the best option, personally speaking. For the Wi-Fi, I also mentioned na meron akong biniling Wi-Fi in Manila already. I rented it in SMB. But if you guys want more options, meron din kayong, ayan, you can actually choose among having an eSIM or buying a SIM card itself. But for me personally, I really recommend kung ayaw nyo ng Wi-Fi device, do an eSIM as well. eSIM is the most hassle-free na option for data because you don't have to remove yung SIM card mo, take that risk na baka mawala yung old SIM card mo. At the same time, di ba, ang daming mga gagawin mo ganyan sa cellphone mo. For eSIM kasi, you just have to register it on your device, then boom, may data ka na. And ang maganda dyan, pwede mong ipagsabay yung old SIM card mo and yung eSIM mo. So yung mga OTPs, etc., pwede mo pa rin yung ma-maintain. And again, kung hindi nyo pa nare-redeem ang aking Klook code, i-redeem nyo na ngayon kasi every time you buy anything from Klook, you can actually use that code. Magagamit itong code na to up till 5 times until July 2026. Okay, now, as you can see, last night, mga bestie ko, nag-Uber po ako. As a Disney princess, I spent 28 euro. Not bad. Actually, kung 4 kayo, diba, do the math, tagto 200 something lang yata kayo, pero gets. But if ever mag-isa lang kayo or dalawa lang kayo and you really want the most affordable option possible, you can either go through bus or you can either go mag-metro kayo. Wala na akong English. So first is the metro. It is actually the cheapest option if I'm not mistaken. It will only take you around 4.5 to 5 euro. And depende yan kung saan kayo pupunta. Pwede kayong maglumipat ng iba pang train. For me, for you to be able to know kung paano yung atake nyo, just use Google Maps. Sanay kayo sa Google Maps, you can actually use Google Maps. But here in Madrid, preferred ng mga locals, locals, for ng mga, nagstay na here in Madrid is City Mapper.
Parang mas, siya, user-friendly. And then, pag nag-switch ka ng cities, like sa Paris, gano'n.
Pwede mo siya magamit not just in Madrid, kundi sa ibang cities here in Europe. You can just check any of the apps to see kung paano yung atake nyo going to your hotel. If you're gonna go through train, from the arrivals area, marami na kayong makikitang signs going to the train. Connected naman yung train station and yung airport, so hindi nyo na kailangan lumabas talaga ng bongga and maglakad talaga ng bonggang-bongga at mahasela ng bonggang-bongga for you to be able to reach yung train station. Ito yung itsura ng train station for your reference. If na-reach nyo na yung train station, buy lang kayo ng Metro card. You can actually use this during your whole stay in Madrid. Rechargeable naman siya. Para siyang yung beep card sa Pilipinas. Gets nyo? It will run from Terminal 1 and Terminal 4 going to Nuevos Ministerios Station. So yun yung pinaka parang endpoint or ideal na lalabasan nyo for you to be able to go to your hotel. So it's either malapit na yung hotel nyo dyan or you could take another mode of transportation going to your hotel nga. Ang pros dito mga bestie ko is very frequent siya. Okay din siya if yung hotel nyo is near a train station. For example, yung Gran Via or yung Sol. So at least hindi talaga hassle maglipat-lipat ng mga mode of transportation, di ba? Second option is another thing called Cercanías train. Cercanías. Pink for Tia. At hindi po ako mababa sa aking pronunciation. Cercanías train. This one naman is only from Terminal 4. Cost is around more expensive, around 2.6 to 3.4 euro. Then, ang travel time nito is 25 minutes going to Atocha. So, si Atocha, ito yung pinaka-main train station ng Madrid. Metro, it's actually 4.5 to 5 euro. Si Cercanías, it's the cheapest option. It is at 2.6 to 3.4 euro. Yun lang, comparing it to Metro na talagang laging nandyan, ito naman, every 15 to 30 minutes ang atake. Last option is the bus. Travel time to the city is 30 to 40 minutes, so medyo mas mahaba. Available tong bus na to in Terminal 1, Terminal 2, and Terminal 4, going to O'Donnell, O'Donnell. Ang hirap naman ng pronunciation. Hindi rin alam. O'Donnell, Cibeles, and Atocha. Then it also runs 15 to 20 minutes. So again, more waiting time for you mga bestie ko. But during the night, it's even longer, 35 minutes. So every 35 minutes ang the attack. Ayan si Chia, ang aking beshi. Hello! So nag-avail siya ng €9 na breakfast. Is it me you're looking for? Alam mo nga, bestie, talagang nag-research talaga ako para sa inyo. Hindi ko alam kung bakit yung video gumaganon mga beshi ko, no? Siguro yung light. So anyway, we're currently here in Generator Madrid in the area of
Gran Via.
So nasa Grand Via kami na area, which is actually the center. If you could check ang mapa, ito yung Generator Hotel. Then walking distance na lang ng mga iconic spots here in Madrid. So ang ganda ng location namin. This is the prices of their rooms, just in case you guys are interested to stay here as well. And of course, again and again, my club code over here. I'll just give you a quick room tour. Ayan ang aming room. As you can see, tamang size lang siya. In fairness, spacious siya for 2 people. Ang aking expectations kasi medyo maliit talaga, ganun. But in fairness, we have 2 single beds. As you can see, ang daming floor space. So kahit saan mo pwede ilagay yung bagahe mo. Towels are provided. The towels are very, very quality, makapal. Then in the bathroom, it's actually also very spacious. We have a shower area here. Na-try ko po ang shower. Sobrang ganda. Ang ganda ng buga niya. Meron na rin provided na body soap and shampoo in one. Then for the toilet bowl, I'm so sorry mga bestie ko, wala pong bidet. It is very normalized here in Europe. Hindi ko ba alam sa kanila, first world country, walang bidet. Ayan yung sink, may small area for patungan ng mga gamit, and meron ding sabitan na area on the left side. Sa reception area, very, how do you call this, quirky? Artsy. Ang artsy ng vibe. Very Gen Z. Very hostel-y. Ganon ang peg. Now, let me discuss with you yung mga best areas to stay in Madrid, especially if you're a tourist or a Filipino traveler. So, our area is in Puerto del Sol or Gran Via. So, ito talaga yung sentro. As I mentioned a while ago, Puerto del Sol is really the gitnang-gitna talaga ng Madrid. In this area, walking distance na lang talaga sa mga major attractions in Madrid. Yung vibe niya, maraming mga shops, maraming nightlife, as in talagang very touristy friendly. For Generator Hostel, ito yung mga malalapit na mga train stations or mga commute areas. Ang cons lang dito is, of course, it's gonna be crowded, it's gonna be filled with turista. Talagang yung energy ng mga tao talagang, high. Average prices of the hotels here is around 60 to 120 euro per night. Second area is La Latina. Dito naman is talagang may authentic Madrid feels. Andito yung mga tapas, bars, yung mga narrow streets, ganun. If ang travel days nyo falls on a Sunday, dito rin yung area ng Sunday flea market. Very sikat to, talagang every Sunday lang po to available. Close din to sa Plaza Mayor or sa Royal Palace. Then third area is the Atocha or Retiro area. Atocha station is the main train station of Madrid. If you are planning to go to Barcelona after Madrid or you know, travel outside Madrid and you wanna be close to the station, ito yung perfect area for you. Hirap na mag-discuss, napapagod na ako, ang sakit na ng ulo ko. So there are 3 more options na gusto kong i-discuss, but this is more on, you know, hindi basic tourist areas. We have here Salamanca District. This is for yung mga mayayaman at paldo-paldo. So more on talagang mga luxury shoppings here sa Calle Serrano. Safe siya, quiet, connected naman sa metro. And ayun nga, maraming mga high-end chic na hotels here in this area. We also have the Balasanya and Chueca area. So dito naman, mas trendy tong area na to, mas more on sa mga young persons, Gen Z, magbet yung mga trendy cafes, mga boutique stores, alam mo yun, mga Instagrammable-ish spots, dito yun. Then last one is the Arguelles or Moncloa. I'm so sorry sa aking pronunciation. This one naman, talagang very less touristy ang vibe nila. Talagang more on residential. And ang mga hotels and apartments, mas affordable. Don't worry, it's still close to the central Madrid. You could just take the train. So, okay siya sa mga talagang budget conscious, talagang nagtitipid. Gets nyo ba?
So, lalabas na po tayo sa outside
Outside for hello! Madrid! Ang ginaw! But I love it! Oo, para kang aircon pero naka 16, tapos maliit yung kwarto mo, ganon. Lamig na lamig. Hi! So this is already Grand Via, ang New York ng Spain.
This is Callao, and then pag nag-turn right ka, yan na yung Puerta del Sol, which is also one of the main attractions sa Madrid. And then,
Yun yung pinakagitna.
yeah, yun yung pinakagitna, yung kilometer 0. So that is the centermost part of Spain. Now we're heading there. Diyan yung Zara and yung Plaza de España.
Okay. So it's currently 10:30 a.m. Ngayon lang po lumiwag-liwanag. Yung mismong sun talaga tumataas at around what time, Mami?
Mga 9 to 10.
9 to 10 a.m. 10:30, it's 16 degree. So maginaw-ginaw, but maaraw. As you can see, ayan yung sun. Maaraw siya. So I love this weather. Alam mo yung tipong maaraw, but fresh yung hangin. So hindi ka hulas. I love it! Buenos dias! As a feeling type A, andyan na po ang aking plano for today. As you can see, ayan, may step by step. Meron pang link for the lakad and for the sakay. So, ito po ang biggest Zara in the whole wide world. Oh my God, nakikita nyo ba? Ilang floor... Excuse me. Ilang floors to? 4 floors.
And then, dito lang ata may Zara na makeup. Tapos sa taas, yan yung Rio.
Okay, later na kayo. Bye! Walang ba? Ba't parang iba yung itsura ng mga puno dito? Parang mas... Yeah, look at the lavenderish. Wow! Sabatini. Eh! Ang fresh! Ang ganda ng mga puno. As in, promise, iba yung puno dito compared sa Pilipinas. OMG! It's very... Ang ganda ng mga puno. Hindi ko parang probinsyana na ngayon nakakita ng puno. Pero, oh my God! It's giving green. Greeneries. Look! Oh, look at this. It was actually built 1930s pa. Katabing-katabi niya lang yung Royal Palace. It was named after Francesco Sabatini. Siya yung Italian architect ng Royal Stables. Tumulong naman ng bahagya sa pagde-design nga ng Royal Stables. So, free naman yung pagpasok dito mga beshi ko. Upon my observation, ang daming mga nagpapapicture. Free na, pang debut, ganun. I love it here. It's very peaceful. Pwedeng pang date. Ang pretty niya, guys! Look at this view. It's like a painting. Ang pretty. So, from Sabatini, you can already get a view of the Royal Palace. You can actually go inside. You can buy your tickets on Klook as well. Or even walk in for 14 euros. So, as per her, sobrang ganda naman daw talaga ng loob. Marami siyang rooms. As for us, hindi na kami papasok. Cause, honestly, huwag niyo ako i-judge. Na-excite ako mag-Zara. So, dito lang kami for the view. Hi! Oh my gosh, imagine yung mga bestie ko. Solo lang ako dito. Supposedly, ako lang mag-isa. So, mukha akong tanga dito nakikipag-usap sa inyo. But ngayon, I'm with my friend. You know, sa mga hindi nakakakilala sa kanya, i-stalk niyo po ang Colin's Happy Socks. Puro mukha niya at mukha ko. At yung ex ko. Siya yung lagi kong ka-travel way back nung hindi pa po talaga sikat ang mga travel content creator. Hindi pa sikat ang mga TikTok travels, Instagram travels. Kami nagta-travel na po kami. Nothing beats a jet to holiday. Now we're in Spain! So si Royal Palace of Madrid, it's actually the Malacanang of the Madrid. Of Spain na? Spain na ba talaga? Ah, of Spain, yes. So, inside here, may mga featured arts like yung si Francisco Goya, Spain's most famous painter, si Diego Velázquez, Royal Court Painter of the Golden Age, Caravaggio. I'm sorry sa aking pronunciation again and again. It's my first time here. Italian master naman of dramatic lighting, and realism. So, ayan sila mga nandyan yan sa loob. It has 3,200 rooms, mga bestie! Kuya? Sure. So, ang weather right now, it's getting warmer. Getting warmer. But malamig pa rin. Wow!
So, walang story time.
Ano story time?
story time, yung princess, she got married here a few years ago. And then, from the palace, yung kanyang aisle was sobrang haba. Nilakad niya from the palace to that church.
Oh my God. So, umiiyak siya from the very beginning. Wala na siyang luha pagdating sa kanya.
Oo, ganun kalaki yung ano niya, yung aisle.
Oh my God! Welcome to so close and so far. So in front of the Royal Palace is the Cathedral de Santa Maria.
Everything is super walkable. If you go straight and mag-left ka, andyan na yung Plaza Mayor, Mercado de las
Oh!
Resistencias.
So magkakadikit na lang talaga lahat.
Yeah, malapit.
So OOTD check. I'm wearing cohorts, red and red. Tapos meron akong parang fake na leather jacket. I'll just show you a photo here. Ayan po ang OOTD ko, mga bestie ko. It's just from Shein, but I really like the quality. Ayan siya. I usually bring 2 bags. Isang pang OOTD at isang pang abubot. Mga gadgets, ganun. So, OOTD check. Asa na tayo, beshi ko?
We are in Plaza Mayor.
Plaza Mayor.
We are in Plaza Mayor.
Eh. So, nasa Plaza Mayor na kami, which is the
Plaza.
plaza of the mayor. Ito mga beshi ko, ito lagi ko to nakikita sa TikTok. Mercado de San Miguel. Mga tapas. Overpriced siya. Oh, wag na tayo dyan.
Pwede mo na siya ma-experience once.
Once.
Diyan ko kinain yung paella na 13 euros, girl. Na
Ay, what the heck? As per the resident, overrated siya, no? So, we will go to somewhere better. Don't worry mga beshi ko, papasok tayo dyan later. Pero we will just check it out and buy like, siguro mga 1 to 2. Oo. But ngayon, magla-launch tayo to something better and livelier and life-changer.
Life-changing her.
Saan tayo?
Sa
Cava Meson.
Yung maganda mag-picture doon.
Oh.
And then, if you go straight ahead, you'll also find the oldest restaurant in the world, which is...
Buti! So, dito tayo sa Cava Meson. Tip, dine outside para at least maganda yung view and at the same time, maganda din ang view ng pictures nyo because ito ang magiging angle. Very Spaniards. Spanish. Pasok muna tayo sa loob just so you know kung anong itsura sa loob. Hello! Hola! Para siyang Asian. As you can see here, ayan.
This is Tia.
This is Kat!
And today, you're trying out Spanish tapas with us.
For the very first time
Yes.
of my very life. So introduce.
We have, ito yung boquerones. This is fried fish. And this one is the padron peppers or the pimenton. So this is like their green peppers. So this is not spicy at all. So we're gonna try.
Oh my God, it's so Englishy. Let's go.
Ayan, cheers. Ayan. Ba't di kita? Ayan. Favorite ko.
Ayan.
How can you describe? Hindi ko spicy.
Parang mapait siya. It's bitter.
Pero mas masarap siya with, if you eat it with the salt.
With the salt, I think so. So it
Sige,
should
one
be
more.
with the salt.
Yeah. Ano ba? Parang.
Ang harap na naman salt.
So next up is the boquerones. You can just eat this with your hands. So we're gonna sprinkle on that.
So we're gonna eat isda. Boquerones.
Yeah, it's like a fried fish.
OMG. Meron po bang toyo and suka plus rice?
Diba? Ang sarap siya with...
Ang sarap.
Tapos i-mix-mix mo na lang siya together.
Ito, parang masarap i-rice to.
Diba?
Do you have garlic rice?
So next, we have this fried tortilla. So this is like a Spanish omelette. So we're gonna try it. Ayan.
Tortilla.
Yes, mag-slice-slice ka na lang dito. Nakata sa table na rin. Ayan, girl. Gusto mo airplane?
Ah. Sarap yung banana ketchup. Sarap. It's good. It's very eggs.
So last is the baby squid, or what they call the chupitos. So you're once again gonna sprinkle lemon all over it. Ang dami pala niya, girl. Wala daw half serving nito. Pagpapas, walang rice. Pero sa other restaurants meron na. Ayan, baby squid. Let's go.
Cheers. Ang makarap. Sarap niya, guys. Alam mo, before na nag-Hong Kong kami, mag-share pa kami ni Tia ng ganito. Yun na yung lunch namin.
Isang ulam lang.
Isang
dalawang
ulam.
rice. No?
True. Mag-sharean pa namin kasi tibid mood pa. Ngayon.
Medyo umasenso na ng a little bit.
Bill reveal. Ayan ang aming bill.
Cuando yo empecé a tocar mi acordeón, no tenía nadie que me enseñara. Compraba yo mis discos en la segunda, escuchaba a los maestros por si me guiaban.
Oh my God. Oldest restaurant in the world. Guinness record. Mga bestie. Paano yung gulat?
Les canto con gusto, que sepan que su ejemplo se quedó en el mundo.
We are now here in Mercado de San Miguel. So, Mercado de San Miguel, para siyang food court, mga bestie ko. Ang daming mga stalls, around mga 30 stalls. Everything tapas, desserts, seafood, paella, mga drinks. Basta basically malaki siyang food court. And bakit siya sikat? Because, hindi ko rin alam kung bakit. Kasi nasa may, Plaza San Mayor. Sabi sa akin na para siyang Spanish food festival on a daily basis. Kasi nga, andito na nga lahat. So, if you really wanna experience every bit of Spanish food culture, dito nyo siya makikita. Diba? Ang daming tao, mga beshi ko. So, unfortunately and intentionally, hindi na po kami bumili sa loob kasi nakita nyo naman, sobrang daming tao. Hindi ko na po kinagaya as a tita. But, I heard good stuff naman about this place. So, if you really wanna yung mga pika-pika, pwede nyo naman siya itry. But for me, happy ako na yung pinili naming kainan is the one behind. It's an underrated place. Merong tip si Mami Tia.
So, this is where I usually buy yung tapas because sa touristy areas, yung Museo del Hamon, that's where everyone tends to buy the tapas for pasalubong for their family. So, along this trip, sobrang daming tapas that you will get for just 6 euros.
So mas maganda dito mag-shopping for tapas, mga bestie ko. So, ano yung pinaka-bet mo? Ito, si Los Ferreros or yung mga nandyan. It's just beside Plaza Mayor, mga beshi.
18 to 20 euros na siya sa Museo del Hamon.
Oh, mahal. So, times 2.
Divided by 3. Price.
Oo. Ay, oh my God! It's so beautiful! Sobrang lapit lang doon sa Mercado de San Miguel. As in, super, konting lakad lang is, ayan, Plaza Mayor. So, itong Plaza Mayor is actually Madrid's Central Square. Binild siya last 1600s. Wow, historic. During the reign of King Philip III. So, kung makikita nyo yung decoration, yung design niya is very brick-ish. So, malaking square lang siya na ganyan. May mga restaurants around. May mga shops. Pang shopping, ganun. Minsan may mga street performers din. Kung first time nyo mag-Madrid, maganda talaga ito puntahan. One of my bucket list, the Chocolateria San Ginés. So it is one of the best, highly recommended churros here in Madrid. It was found 1894 pa, mga bestie ko. Ninuno pa itong shop na to. It's actually the most iconic spot here in Madrid for churros. Churros con chocolate. Unlike normal hot chocolate, itong sa San Ginés, it serves a thick, parang almost pudding na dipping chocolate for the churros. As you can see, ayan siya. Ang pinaka-unique pa dito, it is open 24/7. So, imagine mo, pwede ka habang nagpa-party ka, ganyan, at gusto mo ng hangover food, open po ang churros nyo.
Nawawala na ako ng energy.
Shot. Chocolate. Lasang diabetes. Grabe, konting, lang. Sobrang chocolate. May rice. Champurado. So we are going to this cafe na you could write your wishes for free. Cafe or place? Actually, it's not a cafe, I believe. Puro wishes all over. And yun nga, pwede kang mag-write ng own wish mo. Libre siya. So it's just near the opera station. Walkable lang din ulit siya sa mga places around na visit natin. So, ayan siya mga beshi ko. Makikita nyo, very distinctive na ngayon pa lang kasi ayan ang normal shop. Yung sa kanila, puro papel. Oh, this is so nice. So, it's in La Tienda de los Dela. So, when you go inside, it's still a lot of wishes. Hi! Cute. Pwede bang magbasa ng isang wish? I wish for success and happiness for my family, my girlfriend, and all of the wonderful people in my life. When you write a wish on a piece of paper, take a string, then tie it wherever you want. Inside, outside, everywhere. Then you ring the bell here so that the universe can see you. Taray! Jollibee! So kung curious kayo sa price, these are the prices. Chicken sandwich, 5.99. Ang Jolly Burger menu nila is 4.99. So, ito talaga yung pinaka-middle point ng buong Madrid. So, ayan, maliit lang siya na point over here, but very significance-full. Tapos na po tayo, mga bestie ko, maggala! And this time, it is, sabay-sabay po tayo, shopping time! Let's go! Gusto ko metro, ayaw maglakad. Oh, go, mag-metro tayo para ma-experience ko naman. Oh my gosh! Hindi mo na kailangan ito. So, dito tayo sa Zara! Our main highlight of the itinerary of today's video. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, hindi ko naman talaga fantasy ang Zara nung nasa Pilipinas kasi napakamahal at pang paldo-paldo lang naman ang Zara, diba? But here, I believe, way cheaper daw talaga ang Zara here. So, I can't wait to see and check it out. I'm not gonna expect so much, although deep inside, medyo nag-expect na ako. But, let's do this. We're going up, up, up. Na-over. Ano nga tawag doon? Stimulate ako. Ang laki. And it has 4 floors. First floor pa lang, ang dami ng magaganda. And yeah, let me show you some stuff. Ito, itong bag na to. This looks so cute. So there's black one and parang nude. It's 29. Ganda! Ito, nakita ko to sa Shein. It's at 89. Itong mga parang basic tops. Check natin. 9! 600 pesos lang. Zara na. I love it. Oh my god, itong mga caps. It's 15. So we have a dress here. Ayan yung itsura niya. 22. So as you can see here, first floor or 0 floor. Ground floor is women. Sa first is women din. Sa second is man. So ayan. Ayan siya. Let's go. Ang laki niya mga mamshi. Nakikita niyo ba? OMG. Oh my god. So let's go for the leather. Ang cute nito. Leather siya. 39! 39 lang! Ang cute niya, mamshi. Then we also have one here. 129 naman. Ang ganda. Ito, ang laki nito pang airport bag. I think this is the one that I saw a while ago. Let's check it out. 189. Diba? Ang pangit natin mag-video, sorry. At ako'y na-overwhelm sa mga nakikita ko. Ayan o, may ibang color siya. It's 119. I love this. Oh my gosh, pati yung mga shoes ang mura. 29 euro. May different colors. Dito tayo sa may mga sale, of course. We have here basic top, 7. May mga different colors. Dito tayo, ayan, 29 euro. 29 euro lang to? Are you sure, Char? Ito, ang ganda. 29 euro. Ay, 49. So, from 29 lang yata. Then dito, ito, this is 49. Mga pants, 29. Pants, 27 naman. Ito, ang cute nito. Silk, 25. Yung top is 19. This one is 25. Ang dami. So far, wala pa naman talagang tipong na bibighani ang aking puso. Wala pa naman. Siyempre, intentional buying tayo mga besi. Ayan, we have here mga jacket naman. 25 sweater. Look na to. This one is 27. Mga sweater. Ganda rin ng quality in fairness. 39 ito. Ito 25. This one's cute. Pag ito less than 20. 29. Okay, pero cute pa rin naman, di ba? This is one of the unique things here in Zara. Meron silang makeup. Sa Pilipinas, walang makeup, di ba? So, try lang natin. For example, we have lip gloss. It's 12.95 euro. Ang mga moisturizer, 12.95. Eyeliner, walang price. At ganun. Ito naman, another sale. We have here polo. Ang ganda ng quality. 22. Parang gusto ko to. Pero 22. So, different yung colors niya. Here naman, ay ang ganda nito. 35 euro. Okay, so let's try to go up and away. This naman, mga panglalaki. May mga perfume sila. For example, this one, 19 euro. Parang napapagod na ako mag-ikot mga beshi ko. This one, basic shirt, 9 euro. Ano pa mga gusto nyong i-check ko? Medyo napapagod na ako mag-ikot. This one is 19. This one is 119. Language, English. Okay. Ayun, galing. Nilagay ko lang lahat dito, yung mga pinamili ko, and andyan na siya. And take note ng mga to, may VAT refund pa. So take note na always choose in euro para hindi ka lugi sa exchange rate. Oh my God, nakikita nyo ba tong nakikita ko? This is just a few steps away from our hostel. Ang ganda! Ang ganda! Wow! It's so beautiful! Mga Madrid person, ang ganda. Do you see this beautiful?
Yeah, the beautiful
Is the beautiful very good?
Yeah!
Yes.
Right?
Have you seen that, you know?
Yes! Like, look at this. It's currently 5:34 p.m. already, and guess what? We already hit almost all, as in 90% of the major attractions in my list here in Madrid. Hindi ko siya in-expect na today talaga mapupuntahan namin lahat. Ang galing kasi everything is actually just walkable from our hostel, and halos magkakadikit na lang talaga lahat ng ginawa namin today is walking distance. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. If you really want to maximize all the major attractions as well, same as what we did, stay in Gran Via kasi madali lang talaga siyang puntahan yung mga places around. So, we just ordered matcha latte for 6.7 euro. Matcha latte for 6.7 euro. Let's taste test. Cheers. Bakit siya ganitong lasa? Iba ba ang European matcha latte? Parang sobrang milky. Hindi ko siya bet-ish. But, okay na.
Ayan po, sila ay kasalukuyang nagbibideo ng kanilang mga content. Ayan. Naghahasik ng lagim, takali ng Madrid.
OMG! As you can see, wow! So we are in this... What area is this, friends? Sol pa rin to? Wow, look at that, guys. I'm gonna picture myself here because it's really, really nice. Nakikita nyo ba to? Mga bestie ko, oh my gosh, para siyang painting. Nakikita nyo ba? The sky, the view. It's like, kakasabi ko nga lang, painting. I'm gonna manifest this with you. Makakapunta rin kayo here. And you will witness what I am witnessing right now in person. Oh, so pretty!
Kasalukuyan na naman po. Tayong may nakikita at nasasaksihan.
Okay, good evening mga bestie ko. So today is a very eventful day. Ang daming nangyari. Ang itinerary for 2 days, nagawa po namin ng 1 day. Imagine, or 2.5 days. Nagawa namin ng 1 day. Tia, kamusta ang araw mo today?
Like you said, eventful. Ilang steps tayo today? Check natin.
O, check mo. Ilang steps? 10,000? 15,889 steps po kami today. First day, let's go! Sa Zara kanina, di ba nag-Zara tayo? Ayan. Then, we, tourists, are entitled to tax refund. Ayan yung percentage. And you will only get your tax refund in the airport itself. So here is the process. Every time na mag-shop ka sa Europe, you always have to ask yung shops kung meron silang tax refund. Kasi may mga ibang small shops na wala. But mostly, like Zara or yung mga big brands, they actually offer tax refunds. Pero hindi siya instant. Yung ginawa namin kasi kanina, kami, parang yung walang tao sa counter. Automated counter, parang ganun. Automatic na rin lalabas yung resibo and all. Take note, mga bestie girls, ask assistance from salespeople kasi they will market us or for VAT refund siya. So, sabihin mo for VAT refund siya, then i-assist kayo. Now, you will get the resibo, of course. Keep that. Then, go to the counter na may tao and report it as VAT refund. Bibigyan kayo ng global blue. Ayan yung itsura. This resibo, you will use this when you claim your tax refund in the airport. So, kailangan nyo talaga personally ibibigay itong resibo na to sa mismong counters ng tax refund sa airport. Yes po, sa airport nyo pa po makukuha. Comment down below if may mga iba pang options para makuha yung tax refund. But as far as I only know, sa airport lang siya pwede i-claim. It doesn't have to be in Spain, given na sa Spain kayo nag-shopping. Pwede naman sa ibang Schengen na airport. So, for us, sa Paris kami mag-exit. Sa Paris ko na i-claim ang tax refund ko. Basta, keep this, this resibo. I-keep nyo yan. Then, yan yung ibigay nyo dun sa counter. Gets nyo ba? So, yun lang naman. Thank you so much for watching. For the next vlogs, mga bestie ko, hindi pa po tapos ang adventure natin dito sa Madrid. But this time, it will be less tiring, less walkings, and more organized because we will be availing a tour. So, i-reveal ko yan on the next vlog. So, abangan nyo. By the way, another ADHD moment. Mag-calculate muna tayo ng expenses na spend natin today. Ayan, ilagay ko na lang here. Total is here. Ayan po ang mga na-spend natin today. Good night! Bye-bye! Grabe, nakakalula! The time has come. The memories are made. And ang laki ng room namin. Talagang pinaghandaan ko po talaga itong Spain. Ang dinner! We have survived Madrid for 3 days.